It's hard to hide what you value. If you have someone that has a stack of history books, then you can tell that they value history. If they have a Bible that they read regularly and that they carry with them regularly, you know that they value what is in that Bible. When someone spends a lot of their time with the same people of their own choice, not like a forced work thing, or you get to choose your friends, and when you choose your friends, that tells you, well, that shows you and that shows them, do you value them and do they value you? A question of value is a question of what is important to you. Do you value love or do you value hate? Do you value sweetness or do you value bitterness? Do you value something to be spicy? Or do you value something to be savory? What do you value is the question. And I mean, that's like, you look at where you live, you look at what you surround yourself with. Like I mentioned with the history books thing. You have someone who has a bunch of history books and they don't want to get rid of them because they value them, because that's something to them. People value food, they value specific kinds of food. And okay, have someone, I mean, I keep mentioning it, but like so I have a stack of history books. Doesn't have to be a big stack, it's just, and notably that there's like at least four, about six or more history books, like books related to American history, the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. And then like I look down and I see something to make it to where you, when you do put, like, to where you can modify the way you do push-ups. Someone who's a history buff, they'll have a stack of history books. Someone who's a fitness buff will have workout equipment. But you have somebody who doesn't value those things, they're not going to have that stuff in their house. Because why would they? They don't, I mean, if you do a spring cleaning and, or whatever you'd call it, if you do a cleaning and you just get rid of stuff, if you value something, you're not going to get rid of that. If you value a particular style of dressing and stuff like that, you're going to keep it. And then that's like money. People who value money, they will hold on to that even when they should spend it. And people who value spending money, they'll spend it even when they shouldn't. Or even when even when the people around them saying, hey, that's a bad idea. Like, just because they want to get rid of the money. Some people have that thing about money burning a hole in their pocket, as the saying goes. And then you have other people where it's like, it doesn't matter how much money they get, they don't care. They would care if they lost it, but they wouldn't care if they kept it. I mean, it's like, you have $300, don't have to spend it on anything. You know more money's coming in, that $300, I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to keep that there because I value it. But then you want to make investments. You go and, like, if you make gaming videos, you go and buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and you buy Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, because you're going to make videos about them. Because you're going to do outreach for your going into the gaming community to preach Jesus. You know, if you're doing what I'm doing. And if not, then whatever application. Point being, what we value, people can read that off of us. It's not hidden what we value. I mean, if you value hating people, it's obvious. If you value loving people, it's obvious. If you value life, it's obvious. If you value death, it's obvious. Because You have people who is always talking death, 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 or they're always talking life. They're not willing to go and say something that is so death-like, because they don't value death. They value life, and when you value life, you're not going to value death. But then you have people that just, well, they don't value life. They just value death. Talking about witchcraft and stuff like that, and how to resurrect, or not, how to bring zombies about, that sort of thing. How to make people, how to manipulate people. That's death. That's not life. But yeah, it values. Someone who values water will have a pack of water just about. I mean, they run out, they get more. Someone who doesn't value water is not going to have that. Someone who values Coca-Cola, they're going to have Coca-Cola. Someone who values Mountain Dew, they're going to have Mountain Dew. Someone who values a particular color, they're going to surround themselves with that particular color, because they value those things. If you value, like, your birth certificate, stuff like that, your social security card, you're going to keep that with you because you value it. If you, like, when you leave, if you value your bank card, if you value your ID, if you value your wallet, you're going to bring that with you. If you value your cell phone, you'll have that with you just about 100% of the time. You know, whatever occasions where you don't, but have it with you a lot of the time. If you value a laptop, then, I mean, you may take that every trip you go on. Or you may, like, use that every day. If you value a TV, you may watch that thing every day. The whole point is, I mean, assess yourself. What do you value? Is it helping you? Is it hurting you? Should you value it? Should you not? And find out, can I change values that I do have for values that I don't? Because the values that I do have are either very beneficial, so I'm going to keep them, or very not good, so I'm not going to. So I'm going to switch those for, like, change death for life, change hate for love, stuff like that. Get new values so you have a better life.